What's up, marvelous DJs? I ever tell you about the time I figured out how to make the ultimate intro track for a wedding party entrance? The same cheat code works for quick mixing and scratch sessions. Let's get into it. Cheat code. Welcome back to Cheat Code. You ever wonder how DJs switch tracks so quickly while playing the same beat? Well, it's pretty simple. I use the same cheat code when prepping for weddings. This works best for any situation when you need to quickly change from one track to another when dealing with multiple tracks. The first way this can be done is to hit record in Serato and play each song, sound or snippet one after another. Let's say you need to change songs for a wedding party reception entrance and you have to make announcements. If you're not good at using your mic skills to stall the crowd while you change each track, you'll need this. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna play some of the track and then I'm just gonna do quick hits so that way it doesn't get picked up and I get pinged for playing a song, right? So what I would do is I would go through each song, actually first hit record, and then I would go through each song. I'd start with the parent entrances, and I would start and boom, record that one. All right, then I would go to, this is the Flower Girls, right? Record that, and I would actually play it all the way out. I'm just trying to do quick hits so I don't get a flag here, right? So play piece of it, or play the height portion of it that I need for that entrance. Entrances generally don't take a whole song, so I would just use my best judgment there. Play each part that I need, right? You play these parts. Okay, and then after you finish recording, you would say bridal party entrance and probably give them their names. This one is to my very good friends Reese and Calvin. Another way is by using software like Adobe Audacity to drop tracks in and keep the parts you want, adding silence between each new snippet. This is how I would do it. Only keeping the parts you need and editing out the rest. Okay. Okay, so what I would do is open up the folder with the tracks in it that I actually need, and I would simply just drop those tracks into Adobe Audacity, and then just take out the parts that I don't need of those tracks, and then I would launch the next track. All right. And then delete the stuff that I don't want. And for here, I'm not really playing the tracks, but I would find the best part or what I would normally play during an event. And as you can see, I could slide this over and just make this one big track if I wanted to, but I'd probably put some space there. And then I would adjust each song like that. I would drop a piece of the song in, or I'd drop the entire song in, delete the stuff that I don't want, and then export it as one big track and then set cue points at the beginning of each track. That's another way of doing it. The only problem with this is you can't change the BPMs on this. You can change the tempo and pitch inside of Adobe Audition. It's just not as easy as if you just changed it in Serato and played it outright. So that's another tip if you wanted to change the BPM for like your scratch tracks. It's probably best to just do that in Serato and place those items on one long track. If you're making a track for phrase scratching, quick mixing, remixes, or mashups, be sure that they are all at the same BPM. This will be helpful when mixing. Once you get all the songs, phrases, or sounds on one track, now set up cue points for each part. This takes a little pre-work, but I promise you this saves you so much frustration during the event. Right, so let's go to bridal party entrance. Now that should load properly, right? So as you can see, we can now cue up each of those elements within that song, within that track to use. So when it's time for the actual occasion, all I have to do is hit the cues. All right. So I would not have to, of course, like I said again, these would be longer, but as I set these up, I can play them out, and then I can fade it out, and then announce the next person group that is coming out, and then just hit the cue point, hit the play, cue it up, hit the play, it'll play it out. So that way I don't have to continue to switch tracks and find the track and then throw it over. It can be done, but I'm telling you, this is a lot easier to do as long as you label your cues correctly. You know, if you put them in order, you just go down the order, you label them, and you'll be good to go. But this is how you do it if you record it straight out of Serato. In the Serato record, you just record them straight out, get what you need, and get out of there. And that's it. Now you have your own custom track that contains all the songs and sounds you need to do your thing. If you found this helpful, hit the thumbs up, share it with your fellow DJs, and subscribe for more cheat codes. Drop your questions and comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay marvelous. Cheat code.
The cheat